Hello and welcome to another episode. And yeah, as you could see, there is a quite a bit of changes on the farm, which has been recorded, but I accidentally has deleted all of the files. So the entire one episode and about 5 hours of recording are gone. I've so just in a quick summary, I've done, of course, a lot of contracts. And I've gotten rid of the hayloft and swapped to silage bunkers, simply because that's gonna just make me more money. And yeah, in the first episode, I said I'm not gonna be selling the grass or like hay or silage, but I want to increase the pace of this series, so changes had to be made, and also that was kind of an accident, that swap, because the I just wanted to check how much I would get for the high loft, and accidentally I have actually sold it for a not a lot of money, and that was the only way I could save the situation. I still have to sell the tether because I'm not gonna need this anymore as well, so that's actually a good thing. And Samash. That's actually Wind Rover. Yes, drone. Okay. Now I have to bring in. Now I have to bring in the belt system. So I'm gonna be able to fill my forage wagon with the silage later on. And I'm thinking about abandoning doing so many contracts. And instead of that, I'm because I have a lot of trees on my on my plot. I'm gonna start removing trees from my plot because I just want to expand the fields area, and that also should bring some good monies. And on the other hand, it's gonna just be a change of how things are being done. I just think that's gonna be a good idea. Hope. So yeah, I'm gonna bring the belt system. Then I'm gonna choose the. I'm gonna need. I think I'm gonna need an extra trailer. I'm not sure about that, though. And I'm gonna be what I'm gonna be doing. I'm not gonna be doing. I'm not gonna be cutting the trees and just bringing the trees to the sell point. I'm gonna be doing wood chips. Just find that more, somewhat more interesting than just going just planks. We're just selling the trees themselves. I think I'm gonna have to disconnect those and bring them separately. Although I'm just because the I'm gonna have to do them separately, unfortunately. Anyway, uh, I'm just gonna bring those to the farm. Then the rest of the equipment and pass on to the next month, because this month is everything done. I also put it all of the grass. I've done no contracts, so so I'm gonna bring everything onto the farm and pass to another month, and then I'm gonna decide if there's gonna be, because maybe there's gonna be some good contracts, yes, for the next month. and if not, I'm just gonna start putting trees on the plot. And welcome back in May. So I brought the wood chipper trailer, and first of all, what I want to start doing is cutting out all of those trees over here. So I'm gonna have way better access to this grass field. And later on, I think I just gonna want to expand that way over there. Although it's not as flat as I would want it to be, but it doesn't really matter this much. And later on, there's a bunch of trees around the field number 35, which I'm gonna want to get rid of as well. Well, I think it's time to start the fun. Planted a bit on the neighboring field, but I think it's gonna be all fine. Okay. So 1 tree, 6,000 liters of wood chips. Well, now I know how many I can cut. Let's get this going until the trailer gonna be full, and then I'm gonna definitely have to remove the tree trunks, tree stumps, because they will be getting in the way. Okay, first transport, 28,000 liters. Let's see how much I'm gonna get for that. I have to watch out for the tree stumps. I think I'm gonna lease also tree stump remover because it's just way too easy to hit a tree stump when the grass over there is so high. And then later on I'm gonna have to change to make a road over there, so it's gonna be just more visible. I also have to check where to sell them, but I might have an idea. Wood chips, local sawmill, and storage bay. Actually, I want to see the sawmill. I have an idea, right? Ah, yeah, okay. There. No, actually, I'm gonna go to the storage bay. It's just way closer. $6,300. Could be better, but honestly, it's not that bad. Yeah, I definitely gonna have to lease on top of that tree stump remover, and I'm just gonna continue removing those trees that are just in my way, both near that forest in between my farm and the grass field, and just behind the field 35. Maybe between the field 35 and 105, and then I might merge them. I will see. I'm not sure yet how to do that. Mm. I think the neighbor is not gonna be happy about that. Oh, well. There's nothing really I can do about that, unfortunately. I really thought it's gonna fall anywhere in that area over there, not onto the field. Yeah, sorry, neighbor. Not again. I'm gonna have to do something about that. I think I'm gonna rent a front loader attachment for my JCB and I'm just gonna push it out of that field at some point today. Because I can't leave it like that. I can't leave it on the neighbor's field. Okay, that's how it's supposed to fall. Not onto the neighbor's field. I'm gonna have to get rid of all of those bushes as well. I can barely see what I am doing here. And another trailer done. I'm gonna have to rent a tree stump remover now. And I'm gonna be merging the fields 35 and 102. And then on the way to the field on the plot 43, I have to remove those stumps as well, obviously, and I'm gonna make a nice road over there. Just I want to have an easier access to that field over there. Have to admit, it's quite a train now. It looks really cool. Anyway, back to work. I'm gonna start removing the tree stumps. Surprisingly, it's not overweighting the JCB. Nice. It's really good. Okay, now I know how to do that. It's not too intuitive, but... Okay, that's all of the stumps removed, and yes, I have actually managed to pull out those trees from the neighbor's field, so I've cutted them, and it's all good now, thankfully. Now I want to remove though this tree over here, and later on, and later on all of the trees at the end of field number 35, and then expand the field 35. Yes, perfectly balanced. At least we have a nice weather. And everything that I wanted to cut has been cutted. Now I'm gonna expand and merge the fields 35 and 102 in July, just after cutting the grass. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do just the road connecting the field on the plot 43. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it, because I've done quite a bit this episode already. So that's I think that's gonna be already quite a long episode anyway, so yeah, in next episode, expanding the fields. This episode, there was already a lot of changes, and changes that I was actually waiting for, so that's very nice. Okay, so I've gave back the train, but I also want to buy, first of all, a power washer. It's expensive. Oh, I guess it's fine. I'm still gonna need it to. It's gonna take a while to bring that to the farm, but tail clans. Okay. So what I want to do is test the. Okay. Is it clean already? I think it is. Looks like clean to me. Anyway, I wanted to check that. So, what's the condition of the paint on the JCB? I have only condition as on that. I guess that's fine. Oh, okay, torn. Paint wear 92%. So I guess I'm not even gonna be able to repair it with. Oh no, okay, I can. Nice. It's way cheaper than repairing in the workshop. And how much is worth now? Just a bit. How much the ray paint would cost? I want to check that. How much for repainting the JCB? Wow. Not that much, to be honest. I'm gonna risk it. And okay. $45, so actually it was worth it. Funnily enough. Okay. 41 grand. Is there anything on the sale? Not anything that would be interesting to me, unfortunately. Anyway. Maybe I'm gonna be able to lift it or something and put it on the back. Nope. Okay. Well, I guess it's time to to go back to the farm. Take the Kacha back to the farm, and then build the road. Okay, so just done the road to the field, and I think for now that's gonna be it. Everything has been done. Silage has just finished fermenting, which is also nice, 70,000 liters. So I'm good for a good while. I still have milk and that to do, but well, I can do that later on. So that's gonna be it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one.